ICE sets up right outside of Gavin Newsom's big presser. And the chaos that followed, Karen Bass absolutely loses it once she realizes what's happening. Plus, the street protest in LA that says the quiet part out loud. And finally, the crackdown's real receipts straight from President Trump. This isn't just a story about enforcement. It's a story about who actually runs the streets.
What the fuck are you doing? What about this type of work?
Right behind you, brother.
You guys are fucking cowards. All of you are fucking cowards.
Watch out. Get another one with him. Keep it going.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Craig, Mr. Godino from Fox 11. Can I get a quick comment?
Hey, what's going on here?
How you doing? What happened?
We're here making Los Angeles a safer place. Since we won't have politicians that'll do that, we do that ourselves. So that's what we're here today. As you can see, already making it a safer place. We're glad to be here. Not going anywhere.
And the governor's inside right there.
I don't know where he's at.
He's about 100 feet behind us. Do you have any comment from him or anything?
Again,
any message?
We're making Los Angeles and California a safer place. We're going to continue to do that, and they can take that one to the bank and cash it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No, that's right. I mean, because right out the gate, Newsom is inside talking maps and politics, and ICE is outside flipping the narrative. That's Border Patrol Sector Commander Gregory Bavino flat out saying, we're making Los Angeles safer since politicians won't do it. This wasn't just enforcement. It was a statement. They didn't hide it. They didn't downplay it. They put it right on Newsom's doorstep. And the reaction? Immediate. So, cue Mayor Karen Bass, who walked straight into the press scum. Ready to play defense. I guess I said that wrong. She walked straight into a press scrum. Let's get into it.
Not believe that this just happened to be a coincidence.
There is no way this was a coincidence. This was widely publicized that the governor and many of our other elected officials were having a press conference here to talk about redistricting, and they decided they were going to come and thumb their nose in front of the governor's face. Why would you do that? That is unbelievably disrespectful. It's a provocative act. They're talking about disorder in Los Angeles, and they are the source of the disorder in Los Angeles right now. This is just completely unacceptable. This is a administration, this is a Customs and Border Patrol that has gone amok. This absolutely has to stop. There was no danger here. There was no need to detain anyone here. And there was certainly no need to have a provocative act right here where the governor is having a press conference.
Not believe that this just
Source of the disorder in Los Angeles? That's rich. The same administration that presides over open air drug markets and crime waves now wants to label ICE a disturbance. Man, Bass isn't mad about how it happened. She's mad it happened in front of cameras. That's why she keeps hammering coincidence. Because if it's intentional, it's political checkmate. And it's, definitely just not politicians melting down. Hit the streets. And you see the echo chamber in real time.
Haz un niño. Tú tienes tu niño. Ponte en nuestro lugar. Ponte en nuestro lugar. Si tienes tu baby, está sufriendo por lo que está pasando. Tu madre, tu mamá. Que la echen para afuera.
Lo siento, pero no comprende. I mean, what? They will not silence us. We are strong. Is what the signs and quotes were saying. That's not a defense of citizenship. That's a declaration that the rules don't apply. The presence of Mexican flags at a protest against ICE says everything about what these allegiances lie. And it's not with American law. And if you think this was one day, like a one-day stunt, think again. Look at the caption. Yeah, this is what they call graphic. I see law enforcement doing its job. They hit the car wash.
Hey, bring him here. Bring him over here.
And do they keep hitting the same car wash? Okay, look like he checking to see if anybody running. I mean, imagine you going to get your car washed. You get a car wash and a show. I'm just saying, imagine walking in like, yeah, let me get that Deport special. That Deport shine. Let me get the Visa wax. Wow, I can't seem to wrap my head around why, you know, the leftist. I was not ready for that. I don't know. If you ask me, man, I just see ICE doing a job. You know, another raid, obviously followed by another wave of outrage. You know, this whole "Welcome to Nazi Germany" caption and is the perfect example of how the left throws the wildest labels the second the law gets enforced. Notice what they don't say, though. They never mention the charges or the crimes. Because guess what that would do? Ruin their narrative. And they don't want that. That right there is something that can't happen for them. Without a narrative, they have nothing. And over in D.C., the meltdown took a culinary turn.
You see these fascists right here in our
Fascists?
Fuck you! Fuck you, fascists! Shame! Shame! Shame!
I'm recording some. Now, we reacted to the aftermath of this clip, but I got to give y'all the update. We didn't see the very beginning, like everything that we're seeing now, but I got to give y'all the update after we see what happens.
Motherfucker! Oh!
Oh! Oh! It's fucking gun!
Over with. My guy instantly hit 5 stars on Grand Theft Auto. Oh, man. Now, this wasn't just some random tester. This was a Department of Justice employee. That's what I wanted to update y'all on. Yes, he was a DOJ employee throwing a sandwich at a federal agent in public. He was fired, charged, and now the poster child for how deep the resistance, runs inside the bureaucracy. This is why Trump calls the deep state. He calls it the deep state. That's exactly why. Because these aren't just outside agitators. They're embedded. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And while, all this noise is happening, here's the, let's say, quiet truth. The crackdown is actually producing results. Mm-hmm. And they don't like that.
Benefits, we've already kicked nearly 275,000 illegal aliens off of the Social Security system. These are people, many of them have already left the country, and yet we were sending them checks all the time. And 275,000, and that number is now even larger than that, Frank. It's an unbelievable job. And what that's doing is making the system strong. It's making it strong. Benefits, we've already kicked
nearly 275,000 people who were never entitled to Social Security benefits in the first place are off the rolls. That's not rhetoric. That's not even optics. That's cash back in the system and fraud cut off at the source. This kind of result the same people screaming outside can't argue with. They just don't bring it up. Now, here's where it gets dangerous. Things are turning violent. If you think the pushback is limited to protests and politics, think again. The threat to ICE is physical, and it's happening right now. Y'all, please pray for the ICE agents. New York City's ICE detention facility was hit with a suspicious white powder, and you have emergency crews responding.
Press. That's fine.
Oh, what just happened? I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened.
Press. That's fine.
Now, this isn't some random scare. This is targeted intimidation aimed at shutting down the people actually enforcing our laws. Imagine, showing up to work every day knowing someone might try to poison you, and you still do your job anyway. That's what these agents face. And yet still, man, it's not a word of outrage from the same people who throw these press conferences over imaginary threats. Silence says it all. And if you want to know why ICE needs to keep their foot on the gas, here's your answer.
Chandler police giving us new details today on that dramatic rescue of a 14-year-old missing girl from Kansas and the 23-year-old Guatemalan man who's now being charged.
Know who your children are communicating with and spending time with.
Chandler police getting a call from a local sheriff's office in Kansas on July 31st.
They provided information that they had a 14-year-old female juvenile that was missing from their jurisdiction. They had obtained her location via a social media account, and she was showing at a hotel here in Chandler, Arizona.
Chandler PD's Human Exploitation and Trafficking Unit responding to the hotel and able to find and rescue that girl.
When I text the case agent that we got her, it was just a huge relief. I think everybody felt that.
Chandler's Criminal Apprehension Unit then tracking down 23-year-old Christian Kyle McCoo at his place of work.
What you did is illegal in this country.
Prosecutors say Kyle McCoo is in the country illegally, and through a translator, he told a judge the 14-year-old is his girlfriend.
I'm not kidnapping anybody. I knew what I was doing was a felony,
and I discussed it with her, and I understand it's a felony, and I would like to be responsible if she ends up pregnant. Responsible of the kid.
We're talking about a 14-year-old female juvenile here, and she can't
Wow.
provide consent to an adult male that's willing to commit sex acts with her.
Call McCoo held on a $50,000 cash-only bond as that girl is returned to Kansas. Sergeant Aaron Lowe says this is a positive outcome when cases with missing children don't always end in success stories.
It's scary to think about. You know, it is concerning that this happened so easily for this 14-year-old girl in a jurisdiction I had never heard of. So with the amount of missing and runaway teenagers and children in the nation, it just makes you wonder what's actually occurring that we don't know about.
And the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office tells me that Call McCoo is currently still in custody, but is scheduled to be released with electronic monitoring.
A 14-year-old girl kidnapped by an illegal alien predator from Guatemala found across state lines. In Arizona, law enforcement's solution is to put him on an electric monitoring stingy and send him back into the streets, basically. In that case, man, turning them over to ICE should have been automatic. But when politics trumps public safety, predators get a second chance. And if you think this is an isolated case, then, man, I'm sorry to tell you, but you haven't been paying attention. Seriously. From, the halls of Los Angeles City Hall to the streets of Culver City, which I keep seeing popped up with car washes, to a federal, facility in New York under a chemical threat. It's all the same story. And the left will continue to cry overreach, when ICE show up. But they're going to continue to look the other way when these predators get to walk free. And they can keep trying to spam, but the rest of us, we're going to keep watching it in real time, and we're going to watch and see what happens when the law is enforced. I personally enjoy it. I don't know about you. We're going to see when it's enforced and when it gets ignored. That's the biggest difference between talk and action. And in this fight, action wins. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.